Hello, welcome to Charter Local Edition Northwest. I'm Dana Cowley, and today we're in the Marcus Whitman Hotel in beautiful downtown Walla Walla. My guest today is Michael Fredrickson, and he's one of the commissioners with the Port of Walla Walla. Michael, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You have just done something a little unconventional for the port, and you've entered into an agreement with the City of Pasco.
Yes, it is very unconventional, especially since we're a countywide port in Walla Walla County. Signing an agreement with the City of Pasco in Franklin County for them to treat our sewer that we will be generating in Burbank. We have 200 acres that we are developing in front of the schools there, between the schools and US Highway 12, that into a light industrial and commercial subdivision. Plus there's the heavy industrial out on the water park that we'll be hooking up too. That will be retained by the port because you don't try to sell waterfront property unless you really, really have to. But the rest of it will be, there's times, when you have an opportunity, you take it, but you try never to sell waterfront property. But the other portions will be fee ground and have some really good ideas for a good commercial development in Burbank to give them places. Not many people realize that Burbank doesn't even have a grocery store. They have 2 mini marts, with gas stations, and they'll be our first tenants. They are chomping at the bit to build their buildings, but a grocery store, a pharmacy, those type of things would be great to have for the community out there.
And it's 200 acres, and you're looking for maybe some light industrial and even heavy industrial to really kind of give it a jump start.
And that's, the basis for the port is heavy industrial. That is one of the keys that we try to go for. At another business park, we were one of the finalists for a Procter & Gamble tissue plant. And that would have been fantastic. $350 million facility, 350 jobs, all high paying, Procter & Gamble type jobs.
Nice.
We did lose out to Utah on that. Then we were a finalist in the same spot for an REC plant, Renewable Energies Corporation. They were looking for another phase of their plant that they have in Moses Lake. They selected 3 sites worldwide, and we were one of the 3 sites. They were very surprised when they selected something so close to their other plant. They were not trying to be close to their other plant. And the other 3 sites proved that to you: Toronto, Canada, and Iceland. Power was a big issue
so
for
random.
them. I know. And it was very interesting competing against foreign countries as opposed to other sites, where you're like, okay, if it's in the state of Washington, we can compete straight up. Other states, we have different laws. The state of Washington has a law where in the state constitution you cannot lend the public's credit. So in the Procter & Gamble example, the state of Utah stepped up and wrote them a $97 million check to come there.
Utah's a big driver as far as job creation. But, that's a different approach than Washington has.
A big time different approach. We can give some tax breaks, but they've got to be codified, and they last for a short period of time. It's all based on job creation. And so there's a B&O tax credit that's out there. And they were going to get that, and in the end we probably had about 60 million, 70 million worth of infrastructure that we could have done and tax incentives, but nowhere near that 97. And Oregon, Port of Morrow was second in that, and they had a really good package too.
Well, I thank you for all the good work you do for our community, and thank you for joining us on the set. Mike Fredrickson, he's a commissioner with the Port of Walla Walla. I'm Dana Cowley. You're watching Charter Local Edition Northwest.